When you hear Vikings, you probably picture blood, raids, and long ships. But what about sex? Turns out these barbarians had a healthier take on it than people that came way much after. I am David of Urban Norsemen, 5th great-grandson of Anne Norseman from Norderov, bringing you the real story behind Viking legend. Most people think Vikings were dirty, violent, and didn't care about anything but fighting. Hollywood loves to keep it that way. All battles, no daily life. But real Norse society was practical and surprisingly open about things we still get squeamish about. They weren't just warriors, they were farmers, traders, poets, and they didn't even treat sex like something shameful. Funny enough, they were probably cleaner than most medieval Christians. They made their own soap and bathed regularly. Imagine that. No shame, no confessions, no church threatening you with hellfire. They didn't write endless rules about it. They just accepted it. Meanwhile, medieval monks were out here writing whole guides on how to stop yourself from touching yourself. Makes you really wonder who was obsessed. Vikings didn't censor themselves. Their poetry and insults were full of sexual jabs and crude humor. You weren't getting judged by being normal. You were getting roasted for being a coward or not pulling your weight. There's a line in the sagas where a guy brags about being better than another man because he doesn't hide behind skirts. Brutal. It's like a medieval roast battle. No shame, no confessional booth. Here's something that might surprise you. Viking women had more freedom than most women in medieval Europe. They could divorce their husbands. They could own property. If your man was out raiding, you ran the farm. You kept the family fed. You had the keys to the storeroom, which literally made you the keeper of the home. That power carried over to sex and relationships too. If you wanted out, you could just walk away. No need for a priest blessing. The church did not love that. Not one little bit. Enter Christianity. There came the missionaries and conversion. The church brought new rules: sin, shame, and penance. Suddenly, the stuff that was normal became dirty or sinful. Imagine fearing your own body. They rewrote stories, buried old poems, and told people they needed forgiveness for just being human. The open talk got shut down.
You cannot sin here.
The honesty got punished and pushed underground. Imagine going from straightforward honesty to worrying if every thought in your head might send you to hell. When you only focus on the axes and the raids, you miss the real picture. These people crossed oceans with no maps, settled new lands, traded with cultures thousands of miles away, and they didn't get hung up on natural human stuff. Meanwhile, the so-called civilized church was writing sin lists. Who's really backwards? So the next time someone calls Vikings uncivilized, remember, they were just being honest about what they wanted and who they were. They didn't moralize everything to death. Maybe that's the one thing worth reading back. If you want more real Norse history, the kind that they never teach you about in school, you know what to do. Hit subscribe. We've got plenty more secrets to dig up.
Urban Norsemen. Folklore, not fairy tales. Be sure to subscribe for real Norse content.